my years in the U.S. Army. And that's because I was in the Army for 4 years, from 19 to 23 years old. And I'd been forced to leave college. I was going to University of Washington in Seattle when I was 18. I was forced to leave because of financial issues arising from my not being a permanent resident at the time. I'm actually English originally, lost my cute accent, and I'm now fully American. But at the time, I was 18 and going through the amnesty process, and I was not yet a green card holder. So they gave me financial aid by mistake, found out it was a mistake, revoked my financial aid, forced me to leave college. So I joined the army as like, okay, what do I do with my life? Get some college money, see the world, etc. Because they give you some college money when you join the army in the U.S. And so I had 4 years where I was feeling very frustrated by my surroundings, not wanting to be there, and really wanted to kind of dive back into the life of the mind. And so I basically had 4 years to kind of do this really interesting deep dive into Western and Eastern culture, philosophy, art, science, etc. So I consider that my real education, that 4 year period. Everything was kind of built on that. Um, so I began, I mean, I won't give you the whole bio, it's not, relevant to right now, but basically I ended up going to law school after wanting to be a scientist and deciding that wasn't for me and becoming a green energy lawyer, which I've been now for 20 some years as my main career. But I continued kind of reading widely and thinking deeply about philosophy and consciousness and neuroscience. And about 15 years ago, I actually met a professor at UCSB socially through a mutual friend. We began chatting about all these issues over literally a beer at our local bar. And after knowing him for a while, he's like, you know what, Tam, you're doing some really high quality stuff. I showed him some of my early writings. Would you like to be a visiting scholar in my lab? I'm like, sure, why not? So I basically took that appointment at his lab um, and have used that as my academic, you know, um, hook to hang my hat on academically for 15 years now, where I've been kind of fleshing out slowly but steadily um, the general resonance theory of consciousness and related work.